Imagine falling asleep in the middle of the wilderness 50,000 years ago. No house, no locked door, no flashlight, no phone. Just darkness stretching in every direction. And somewhere out there were lions, giant hyenas, leopards, wolves, and other predators capable of killing a human in seconds. Now here's the strange part. Ancient humans did this every single night, for thousands of years, and somehow they survived. Think about it. A sleeping human can't run, can't fight, and can't even see danger coming. By every rule of nature, our ancestors should have been easy prey. So why weren't they? Why didn't predators simply walk into human camps at night and take the easiest meal available? The answer is more surprising than most people realize. Because long before humans became the most powerful species on Earth, predators had already learned something important about us. Humans were different. To understand why, we need to go back to a time when humans were not at the top of the food chain. Early humans weren't especially strong. They had no claws, no fangs, and no natural weapons. Compared to a lion, leopard, or wolf, they looked weak. But predators don't hunt based on what looks weak. They hunt based on risk, and humans were risky. Most prey animals behave in predictable ways. Deer run, rabbits hide, zebras flee. Predators have spent millions of years learning these patterns. Humans didn't follow those rules. When threatened, humans often gathered together. They threw rocks, they shouted, they fought back. To a predator, that was unusual. And in the wild, unusual often means dangerous. But that wasn't the biggest reason predators became cautious around humans. The biggest reason was fire. At some point, our ancestors learned how to control it, and everything changed. Fire gave humans light, warmth, and protection. But to predators, fire was something completely unnatural. Imagine being a wolf or a lion watching a group of humans sitting around glowing flames in the middle of the night. Nothing in nature looked like that. Nothing behaved like that. The safest choice was simply to stay away. And that's exactly what many predators did. Humans also had another advantage. They rarely slept alone. Ancient humans lived in groups. Families stayed together. Tribes stayed together. Even while some people slept, others remained awake. A predator wasn't looking at one vulnerable human. It was looking at an entire group. And attacking a group is dangerous. In the wild, even a small injury can be fatal. A broken leg can mean starvation. A damaged eye can mean death. That's why predators prefer easy targets, young animals, old animals, injured animals. Humans didn't fit that category. Even when they looked vulnerable, they often weren't. But here's where things get really interesting. Humans had an ability that few animals could match: endurance. Most animals can outrun humans in a sprint, but humans are built for long-distance movement. Ancient hunters sometimes followed prey for hours until the animal became exhausted. Imagine being a predator and watching a creature that simply never stops. A creature that keeps coming long after other animals would have given up. That's not normal prey behavior. And predators noticed. As thousands of years passed, humans became even more dangerous. They developed better tools, better communication, and better hunting strategies. Then came spears. Suddenly, predators weren't dealing with defenseless animals anymore. They were dealing with intelligent hunters capable of killing from a distance. Slowly, the relationship began to change. At first, humans feared predators. Then predators started fearing humans. Not because humans were the strongest animals, but because they were the most unpredictable. A deer behaves like a deer. A rabbit behaves like a rabbit. But a human could do almost anything. And unpredictable animals are dangerous animals. Over countless generations, predators that avoided humans survived. The ones that underestimated humans often didn't. Natural selection rewarded caution, and that lesson still exists today. Modern wolves usually avoid people. Mountain lions spend much of their lives staying hidden from humans. Even bears often choose retreat over confrontation. Because deep within their instincts is a lesson written over thousands of generations. Humans are not normal prey. Of course, attacks still happen. A starving predator may become desperate. An injured animal may take risks it normally wouldn't. A mother protecting her young may attack without hesitation. But those situations are exceptions. They're not the rule. The rule is avoidance. And that's what makes this story so fascinating. For most of history, humans feared the wilderness. They feared the sounds hidden in the darkness beyond the firelight. But the wilderness was often watching humans with caution too. Because predators weren't just seeing sleeping creatures. They were seeing animals that carried fire, hunted in groups, and could turn from prey into hunters. So the next time you imagine an ancient human camp beneath the stars, remember this. Somewhere beyond the firelight, predators were almost certainly watching. They could smell the humans. They could hear them. They knew exactly where they were. But most of the time, they stayed back. Not because they couldn't attack, but because experience had taught them a powerful lesson. A sleeping deer was prey. A sleeping rabbit was prey. But a sleeping human was something different. Something strange. Something unpredictable. Something dangerous. Long before humans ruled the world, predators had already learned a truth that would shape the future of life on Earth. Humans were never just another animal. Humans were the one creature even predators learned to fear.